community or a nation that is up to 160 million people and above, with almost 300 universities. And I've widely traveled and presented papers both in Ghana and in so many schools in Nigeria and the National Mathematical Center. And I've come across so many professors all over the world. And I still come to acknowledge the fact that this university is an international university, and you're telling me you're going to Babylon. Let me see anybody in Babylon.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And after speaking to them, in fact, it was a problem with me and them and myself. They said they will go to Babylon. Some said they will go to America. I started reorientating them, creating awareness that this is the best university in the world, whether they like it or not. Because when I came into the Faculty of Law, I came across people, experienced people like Dr. Senho, who knows how to handle students and who is highly egalitarian Gambian, and he's always advising us, and people like Bobo, who has been up and doing, and I came across somebody like Mrs. Lawson of English and the Reverend, and the registrar himself, who is almost like a father to everybody because he will talk to you. Now along the line, I'm coming across somebody like Dr. Jah, who is an Islamic realist, and I decided that, yes, I will graduate from this school. You can imagine, from Nigeria. I'm interested in this school. I'm interested in what is happening. I'm interested in the way you people employ teachers, the caliber of teachers, right from the time of Danny, Josh, Heta, those people I know in law. And I've interacted with Dr. Gomez along the line, and I've seen the kind of products you people have. Those people now, my students from St. Peter's, so many of them now in the university because of how I taught them that you should not think of going to the United States.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other speaker? Any other speaker?
First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Kausubaro, a third year student, major in economics and minor in political science. But I would like to speak in Mandinka local language.
Very well.
University yela karakuol ke babake ka karamdu dinul makoi in outside wall ka interact. Wolong kaje ko University of the Gambia na flakong sa Sierra Santo wolong ka banku di ya sembentu yandi anin ka banku ma president fanala karakul ki sembentu yandi dal university makoi foi badi minka na ka karam dinul tamba in outside university ka interact mi alon ko nsa university ta nka sel bi komba.
Okay.
Allah barka ba.
Abubakar.
Thank you very much, my colleague. Thank you very much, honorable national Assembly members, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, and the University Administration here present. I'm also a student, a graduating student of the University of the Gambia, and I feel very happy to be part of this forum. Of course, I will acknowledge the presence of the University of the Gambia Student Union President. I think the coming of this university into being is one of the greatest hallmarks of this administration. That cannot be miscalculated because many people have spoken about the importance of the university in this generation or in this era. You know, I would say, let's imagine if the university was here before 1994, what would have happened? You know, would have been maybe far ahead of where we are right now. So its coming has propelled or further pushed the development aspiration of this government, you know, to an unimaginable extent. So that cannot be, of course, underestimated. There are a few benefits that I would like to highlight here about the university. One among them is that the university has tried to educate the masses, especially the young people, you know, in areas that cater for the development needs of this country. Because Gambia is a place where most of the time, as my colleague highlighted here, statistical data is very difficult to acquire in most departments. But the university is trying to create statisticians, you know, to cater for these special needs of the country. You know, I know in the not too distant future, the Gambia will not need to hire, you know, the expertise of people from outside the Gambia, you know, to come and do certain things for us. And one very important thing here is that the establishment of the university has helped to nurture, you know, good behavior in the students, because in other universities outside, you know, you are exposed to peer influence, the influence of bad attitudes, the influence of, you know, life from other people. the negative lifestyle of other citizens of other countries. Now, if you have it in your own country, Gambia has this track record of discipline and, parents guiding their children and their young ones about, morality and stuff like that. So if you're trained under your parents here, I think that also helps or contributes very significantly towards, building a very, very disciplined and youthful force. Thirdly, the cost of the university education here is very, very cheap, which of course enable most people, including myself, to join the university at the beginning, being able to at least secure loans and pay university because, considering the cost of university in the Gambia, cumulatively you could put what you pay for your 4 year, in the first year fee of other universities. What you pay for 1 year in some universities, even in Ghana, put together is far ahead of what you pay in the University of the Gambia for your 4 years. So that's a significant improvement. And government also has tried to come in and sponsor most of the students in the university, which is also another remarkable thing. However, there are a few things that I think we need to adjust on as we're talking about the university and how to, of course, propel the development of young people. First is from the side of the students. We realize that most students here, after their university education, travel abroad to secure the white-collar jobs. In as much as we are thinking of developing this country as our own country, I think it is very, very imperative for us to sit here, and contribute meaningfully towards the development of this country, because no one will come out from somewhere else to develop the Gambia for us. But if we have the expertise, I think the best that government could do is to bring the university here, try to pay the lecturers, and also provide the necessary facilities that will enhance the educational system. But if we are educated, if we are taught and we are given the skills and the wherewithal, I think it will only be just if we can sit here in this country, and try to contribute in our little ways towards the development of the country. Secondly, there is one problem here. Most of us were victims of the problem, and I think most of the students here are victims of the problem. The transition from senior secondary school to university. Naturally it's a problem because most students graduate in different areas, in the arts and the sciences. You don't know what you go to do in the university. Most of the time you just go to university, you're given a form. You fill this form, do you want to go to arts and sciences, physics, chemistry, and then by virtue of your results, sometimes you take into a department. I think there's a counseling center could be established in the university where students will be taught about the prospects of the different areas in the university. For example, if you do political science, you're not going to be a politician per se, because political science, as we are taught, is made up of 7 branches. You have, labor, industrial relations, you have public administration, and other areas. So let them teach you the prospects of, of studying political science. Then after that, development studies. If you do development studies, what can you be in the future? What are the prospects? I think if we have a special area in the university relation office or relations office that will enable students to know their fate tomorrow before entering into a program, that will significantly help smoothen the process or the transition from high school to university.
Thank you.
I think this is the little contribution I have. So
Ladies.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Afternoon.
I think all have been said already, but first by introducing myself, I am Rosalind Seka, a final year student, political science. Basically, as I said, everything has been said already, but then let me just do people the justice of trying to let them know and understand the importance of university education. And first, when we talk about universities, you have to understand there is an importance, or there are importance attached to it. First, we say on the individual that university teaches people the necessary life lessons. Necessary life lessons of what? Being able to explore a lot of things. A lot of things like what? Having the understanding of what self-actualization is in terms of development, in terms of thinking positively, in terms of acquiring high moral standards in society. Secondly, we say that university is the key to better life. How? Because with skills, everybody can say that, yeah, I have skill, I can make money outside, or I am self-employed. But we want to make people understand that with university education, plus your skill and the knowledge you acquire